Hello, Cancer. This is your mid-month reading for November. You guys did really excellent last month on being the first zodiac sign in my readings to reach 100 views, which is pretty cool for a person who's just starting out on YouTube. You guys also kept going, and you guys are up past like 150 views right now for that first mid-month reading. So I'm really proud of you, and I'm thankful that you guys, are interested in what energies are surrounding you for this month. So without further ado, let's get into the mid-month portion of the reading. This is hopefully going to stretch you from the 15th to the end of the month. Could be a little before, could be a little after. I'm filming these on the 13th, so you know how that goes. So for Cancer, the middle of the month, middle to the end of the month of November, what kind of energies are surrounding them? All right. Okay, here we go. Whoa. Okay, guys. I feel like some of you, well, okay, let's start with the cards. So first you pulled the Page of Cups in reverse, then you pulled the Seven of Cups upright, and then you pulled the Six of Swords in reverse. I feel like some of you are, wow. It's possible that some of you are going through a breakup. It's possible that some of you have to leave a situation because of something happening. It could be a workplace romance. It could be a partner not being faithful. It could be a whole series of things. I mean, really, this reading can go a lot of ways. I do see that there are someone is leaking emotionally, whether that is sadness because of a situation, whether it is some sort of, if it was some sort of emotional heartbreak, something that they're going through. What I do see is the heart is very involved in this, and I also see that the head is very involved in this. So it's possible that you're weighing the options between, like, I feel like you are the one who was hurt, and so you are the one who's pulling away, who's making the decision to leave. When it comes to your thought process about the whole thing, I feel like you think to yourself, like, well, it's probably better if I just cut my losses and get out of Dodge, because I don't want to deal with this emotional struggle anymore. So it's possible that you like go back and forth a lot with whatever the situation is. Now, if it is in an actual relationship, then yeah, it could be going back and forth between you and your partner. Perhaps your partner isn't faithful. Excuse me. Perhaps you aren't faithful. Perhaps you have been pouring a lot of emotions into the situation, and your emotions aren't being reciprocated. If this is a work situation, which it could be, maybe perhaps you found a workplace romance. Whatever the situation may be, what I do see here is that you, and I'm going to say that the signifier here, this card of inversion, right? This is the internal version. So when I get this, I believe that this applies to you. So I feel like you had maybe perhaps put yourself out there in a situation, and that you were almost like possibly overlooked. Like maybe this other person had so much going on that they weren't able to see you for who you are or what you can offer, and maybe you felt a little bit hurt by that, so you kind of pulled away. And it's possible that you like gave up and go like, dude, I'm not going to put any more of my energy into this because obviously it's not working out in my favor. This isn't, I'm not being recognized here. Or maybe there's too many options and you're giving too much of yourself away to other people. In this scenario, now if I was reading this like a story, like I like to, I read this as being like a person who stepped out of their comfort zone, who kind of put their heart on the line, who tried to do a little bit of something outside of their normal, and ended up getting either overlooked, causing them to pull back, or they perhaps they ended up in a situation where it was like somebody wasn't ready to make the connection to them, wasn't ready to reciprocate those feelings. And so like all together, it all had to like come crashing down sort of, or at least you had to go. So in this scenario, I do feel like this is an internal leaving. Like you personally inside of yourself went like, okay, I gotta pull back from this. I can't give myself any more drama or stress. Like I can't stress on this. And I almost want to say like, I can't stress on this dude any longer. Like I can't stress on this dude no more. Like if he's not going to be there, and if this is a woman or man, the only reason I'm using gender specific stuff is because that's what I heard in my head. It was like, I can't stress on this dude no more. Kind of with that attitude. So it's like, I'm done. I'm over it. It's cool. Let it die. Let it rest. Just tell it to go. So it's possible that this is a good thing. I do see that you kind of like are a little bit lonely. I get it. And that makes sense. But the internal stepping away from the situation was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to do, and you did good. So just like cut it, let it go, and just hold off, because in the beginning of December, we'll come back, we'll revisit the situation, we'll pull new cards, and we'll see kind of where you're at. And this is kind of what you're going to be dealing with for the end of the month. So like it could take you that long to like do this. And so when we come back for the December first readings, we'll have a little update on what's going on. So I'm going to follow along with your story too, because I feel like it is important that we watch the sequence of cards change with our journeys. Okay, so be strong. If you feel you need to get out and you feel like this person isn't honest with you, you feel like you're being lied to, or maybe you're lying to somebody, whatever the situation may be, go ahead and get out. Go ahead and pull back, because it's time. And I'm talking about emotionally, like cut it off emotionally. Do not lose any more of your energy and your love and your time on this dude or this woman, or you hurting somebody else, whatever it may be. Okay. All right. Love you guys. And I will see you December 1st.